The Deputy President, William Samoei Ruto, on Wednesday chaired a high-level meeting of his technical team and advisors at Weston Hotel in Nairobi. That meeting was about two main issues. Number one, it was about firming up the United Democratic Alliance Party, how they can strengthen it. Number two, it was also about countering the Jubilee Odm merger. I want us to go into that meeting today and try to dissect the finer details based on the information I've received from my sources. But before we do all those, if you're watching this channel for the first time, I want you to take a second or two and click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Now let us get back to main issue. The Deputy President William Samoei Ruto chaired a meeting of his technical team and advisors. Let me just take you through those who were present at that meeting. There was Johnston Muthama, the United Democratic Alliance Party's chairperson, and also the point person for the Ukambani region. There was Eliud Owalo, who was a former advisor to Raila Odinga, and again defected from the ANC party to join the UDA. He is currently William Ruto's point person for the Nyanza region. He was present there. There was Kipruto Arap Kirwa. Kipruto Arap Kirwa is a former cabinet minister in this country. I don't know the role he's going to play for the deputy president, but I suspect he's been put there to checkmate Joshua Kotuny. He comes from Cherangany. There was Boni Halwale. Boni Halwale is one of the technical advisors of the Deputy President William Samoei Ruto. Again, from all indications, he is now the point person for the larger Western Kenya region. There was Hassan Omar Sarai, my good friend, who is now the technical guy, the guy doing the most work, and also the point person for the coastal region. There was Josephat Nanok. Josephat Nanok is the UDA coordinator for the entire Rift Valley. And then there was the presence of some other guy there, Davis Chirchir. We all know when we talk of Davis Chirchir, probably he was there to talk about ICT, rigging schemes. He's a one guy who played a key role for Jubilee in 2013 rigging and also in 2017 rigging. So his presence in that team, you can always just predict the direction it is taking. But why was this meeting convened? Just like I indicated, it was convened for two main reasons: to firm up the United Democratic Alliance Party, and number two, it was also held to come up with the strategies of countering the Jubilee Odm merger. Let us begin with firming up the United Democratic Alliance Party. The United Democratic Alliance Party is now officially the party the deputy president is likely to use ahead of 2022, unless the deep state is going to do something about that party. But it's now clear that's their party of choice. So the meeting was about three things as far as the United Democratic Alliance Party is concerned. Number one is about recruitment drive in UDA. I've always told you guys that President Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga are underrating the deputy president. What they don't know is that William Samoei Ruto is focused on becoming the president of the Republic of Kenya and is well aware of all the odds against him. And one of the odds against him is the numbers. So William Ruto is working on those numbers. And the only way to work on the numbers is to recruit members so that you know that these are the numbers I have. So they embarked on registering members in the past few weeks. That recruitment exercise was a success in Rift Valley. And again, it was also a success in some parts of central Kenya or the larger Mount Kenya region. But the rest of the country were really not bothered about that recruitment exercise. And this is why the DP convened this particular meeting with what we are calling his technical advisors, regional. So they are figuring out the best way to increase those numbers. So that's the first thing. Number two, there is plan by William Ruto and his team to engineer mass exodus from Jubilee Party, either in December or in February. Remember, I've always stated here severally that ultimately William Ruto will have to leave Jubilee. For now, he can't leave Jubilee for reasons I've severally explained here. But in December, they've calculated that by December next year, even the president will not be interested whether these guys shall have made the move. For now, there are certain individuals who cannot dare attempt to resign. If, for example, someone like Moses Kuria were to resign from Jubilee today, it means the president can engineer a by-election in that constituency. And if that were to happen, then politicians don't like risk. In fact, if you give them option of extending the term of parliament, they can do that, rather than choosing the route of a by-election. So most of them are not very sure, but they are sure that by December, the president, Raila Odinga, all these other guys will be focusing their attention on 2022. So they won't attempt to interfere, or they won't want a situation where they are taken to a by-election. Apart from December, they're also planning in February. By February next year, even if you are to change a political party, no by-election. IBC cannot conduct a by-election 6 months to the election. So they're figuring out whether to engineer this mass exodus either in December or in February. But majority of them are pushing for two approaches. Those who are sure, like in places like Rift Valley, those ones can defect without any problem. Because even the president would not want a situation where someone, let's say someone like Senator Cheriot, deciding to defect, then a by-election is conducted there. I mean, it will be a waste of time. And some are pushing for February, when the window for a by-election has been closed. So they discussed all this. And lastly, on firming up the UDA, they also discussed the progress they've made so far. William Ruto is the only politician in this country, as we speak today, who has declared his bid for the presidency, who is actually working and campaigning towards his bid. The rest are still not doing that. He's already doing that. So they also met to review the progress they've actually made so far. Whether it's good or bad, that's best known to them. And we should expect to see escalated activities in the United Democratic Alliance Party probably after next week. Then the second objective of this meeting was about countering the Jubilee Odm merger. President Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga, through their political parties, the Odm party and the Jubilee party, intends to merge the parties. And I remember I've opined here severally that for me, it's not a good idea for Odm and Jubilee to merge, but it's a good idea for them to work separately. So William Ruto and his team are figuring out several things. The first thing they're looking at in this merger is the options available for President Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga, and how they can counter those options available to them. For example, if this merger is going to allow Raila and Uhuru to bring more people and to work out, I mean, basically the opportunities available, then they are figuring out how to counter each and every step these guys are going to make. So that's the first thing. The second thing that they were looking at is how to come up with a propaganda and a messaging. How do you convince the people who are going to remain in Jubilee and convince those who are in ODM that this merger is not good for them? You can do that through opinion polling. And through opinion polling, let me just take you through a tweet by Boni Halwale, who was part of this meeting. This is what Boni Halwale is saying. Where's Boni Halwale? Twitter Halwale. Mtetezi. Good. Mtetezi, after that meeting, is saying, it is increasingly becoming clear that Jubilee Party, ODM Party, ANC Party, Ford Kenya, Wiper and KANU, Uhuru, Raila, Kalonzo, Gideon, Wetangula will unite behind one amongst them to face Ruto in 2022. Who then would you vote for? So basically, this kind of opinion polls will definitely inform their next move. Number three, they're also looking at how this merger between ODM and Jubilee, of course, One Kenya Alliance will join them, but they're looking at the impact it's going to have on the United Democratic Alliance Party and their arithmetics. If Jubilee and ODM are going to merge and they are going to face Nairobi, for example, as one unit, how is that going to impact on the UDA? These are the questions they're asking themselves, the arithmetic. Will they be able to sweep Nairobi, for example? How will it impact in Mombasa, for example? Because in Mombasa, there's a substantial number of Kikuyu who they intend to use. But if this merger is going to be bought by these people, how will it impact on the United Democratic Alliance? So they looked at all these options. And lastly, the NASACO partners. And that's why in Boni Halwale tweet is including all of them. I strongly believe that just like majority on this platform believe that Musalia Mudavadi, Kalonzo and Weta will ultimately support the person the president is going to choose. So these guys have also realized that should these NASA partners decide to join the ODM Jubilee merger, how are they going to counter it? Or is there a chance that they can convince through strategies some NASA partners not to be party to the ODM Jubilee merger? And that's why in the next few days, you'll start hearing William Ruto talking more on tribal parties. Because the truth of the matter is that the main reason why the president and Raila Odinga are going to form one political party is that they are going to run a campaign of tribal dominance. That 60 years is enough. It's now time for other tribes to also rule. So Ruto is going to come to the people here and tell them that wajinga yawalisha Kenya. That this country, tribalism is not the problem. The problem is leadership. At the same time, he's going to tell Kenyans about the dynasties. So let us wait and see how all these things are going to turn out. I don't know what you think, but that's my take. Again, if you're watching this channel for the first time, take a second or two and click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Thank you guys, and please, may you have a good day. It's Friday. And as we go to party, please just take precaution. Just take precaution. COVID is still here. I'm reading about the fourth wave, which is likely to start hitting in July. So let's just be careful, but put pressure on our government to make vaccines available. I've actually looked for that vaccine for a long time without any success. Thank you guys, and may you have a good day.